I cannot fucking believe that I have to do this again. Yeah, I know. Second rant video in a row. When was the last time that happened to my YouTube channel? Probably in like 65 million years. But anyways, video game lover here, and I can't believe that I have to discuss this again. So, 3 years ago, I did a rant video about how there's a lot of elitism in the retro gaming community. And like how they like to dictate how people should play retro games. So, in that video, there was a story on a Facebook group that he was playing on a clone console, and he got attacked by everyone in the group saying that, you why aren't you playing on a clone console? You should buy a real system and get a CRT TV. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, who are you to dictate what people do with their money and with how they play retro games? Like, who are you to dictate that? But now let me get to the main reason why. A YouTube user by the name of Roxaloy Productions, who I am subbed to him, made a short saying, wait, illegally downloading ROMs from the internet is actually illegal? And the reason why I made this video is because he decided to do a response to his good old pal, Retro Fusion Gaming. A dude who has a massive hate boner for emulation and on how people play retro games on their devices that are not retro consoles. I cannot believe that we are still having this discussion. And basically Roxaloy was simply saying that, yeah, I agree. Downloading ROMs is bad, and honestly, backing up games is bad too. I saw Shadow Fox Infinite, one of the biggest Nintendo fanboys on the internet, saying that actually backing up games is illegal. I can't do it with these people, man. I cannot. Like, I can't believe that we were still having this discussion in 2026 about ROMs and emulation. Like, dude. I'll say this again. Who are you to dictate what people play in retro games? Who are you to dictate on how you play retro games? How do you play them? Whether it be on a real Sega Genesis, PS2, Super Nintendo, on an HDTV emulation, who the fuck cares? The most important thing is if they want to play it and enjoy it. Look, I can understand if someone bought like a new game, copy it, and then put it on emulation. Okay, yeah, that's stealing then. Like pirating a new game, like downloading a ROM of a game that just came out. Okay, I can see that. But these are games that came out from the fucking 80s and 90s and 2000s. A lot of companies from that time period disappeared. You do know that, right? Yes, some do get re-released, but you know what? There's a lot of games that still to this day have not been re-released. And because of that, people have to resort to emulation. I just don't understand, like, why can they not get it through their thick fucking skulls? And I want to say this right now, I'm not attacking Roxaloy Productions. I'm not. I'm subbed to him, and I don't want anyone to attack this dude's channel, period. It's just me having a disagreement, but it just infuriates me because this is the type of shit of why I've been distancing myself from the retro gaming community. Because I am so tired of this retro gaming elitism in this community. I addressed this 3 years ago, and now I gotta address this again. Like, I just don't understand why can people just accept how they play games. How they play games. I don't understand it. I really don't. So, just to get them mad, here is my PS Vita. And just recently I was playing Pokemon Fire Red on it. and I have a lot of ROMs on it. Now, I own a lot of games. A lot of my Super Nintendo games. Why do I have them on my Vita? So I can play them on the go. If I go on a big trip, I could just boot up Super Nintendo games, NES games, Genesis games, and play them all the time. I don't understand what's the issue. What am I doing wrong? Let me guess, it's because it's stealing. I mean, it's just incredible. Like, I really don't understand it, man. I mean, and honestly, this goes to another point I want to bring up. Like, it's just crazy how there are so many retro gaming people I used to look up to ended up being scumbags. You know, like John Hancock recently, apparently he's canceled the museum and selling his collection. So, you basically scammed your fans. I don't know, man. Like, I just don't understand, like, why can't they just accept that some people play emulation or just real retro gaming? So I want to tell you about somebody. Not sure does he want to be mentioned, but I will mention him. He does have a YouTube channel, but he's not very active. Pickaxe. He's a guy that I'm friends with on Discord. He loves retro gaming. Loves retro gaming with a passion. He does play modern gaming, but he loves retro gaming. But a lot of it, he plays it through emulation. And I have no issues with that. I fully accept that. Why? Because he loves retro gaming. He loves learning the history of gaming and learning how these franchises began. So if I can accept him, why can't you guys do that? Instead, you have to dictate people how to play retro games. And you want them to spend over... I can understand, okay, maybe I could get like a $10 game, but like, I'm talking about like really expensive games. You really want people to spend $300 for Chrono Trigger. And it's funny because Retro Fusion, he's been on this whole tirade of poor gamers. Like, a lot of gamers are poor, yet he can't fucking afford the admission to the Southeast Game Exchange. And he want to gets on people that like me that claim that I'm poor and I can't afford gaming. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I had to do this video because I just can't believe, like, I just can't believe that I have to do this again. Talked about it in 2023. Now I gotta talk about it again. Let me know what you guys think. Okay? Video Game Lover 58, sign out. Peace.